afternoon, everyone. This is my grand finale here in the persuasive speech class. And as far as the persuasive speech is concerned, in my speech class, Communications 220. Hi, everybody. So, over close to 128 million people in the United States of America. Yes, the good old United States of America, the 50 nifty United States, have puffed the magic dragon. Yeah, you heard that correct. Alarming statistics, and in this speech we're going to explore the social, cultural, and economical impacts of the legalization of marijuana in the United States of America. So I really feel that the legalization of marijuana is a bad thing for society. Have you ever really tried marijuana, also known as the devil's lettuce? Please raise your hand if you have. Due to the legalization, I really feel that people don't see it in the same light as they used to. Let's get into the speech and see our arguments. First, let's watch a quick video here on YouTube that was formed in...
Okay, last time. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
The legalization of marijuana has caused some people to become dependent on marijuana in order to function in their daily lives. I think the dopamine receptors in the human brain actually give out normal levels of dopamine in order to allow us to have those happy feelings. I do believe that marijuana actually impacts those dopamine receptors by numbing them and causing us to not be as happy in the long term. So we have even heard it mentioned that it was a gateway drug, meaning that it leads to other more rough drugs and things down the road. So marijuana is not generally, one of the oppositions to this is that it's not generally considered an addictive substance. Therefore, marijuana addiction is it's very rare. It's like seeing a unicorn or a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow with a leprechaun. So it's not very often that you'll see something like that. But marijuana dulls our minds, I feel. According to the American Addiction Centers, of those who use marijuana, a minuscule amount, which is only 9%, actually get addicted, versus 15% for cocaine or alcohol. Now, another refutation here would be, although marijuana is generally not thought of as an addictive substance, people do become addicted to it on a daily basis. They get addicted to the good feelings it brings to their minds, as well as to the feelings of quote-unquote getting high. The effects of this cause daily functioning to be extremely difficult. An article by procon.org, the country's leading source for information and research on all sides of the controversial issues of the day, states that cannabis use may increase the risk of developing psychiatric problems such as schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, and other things of that nature. So a refutation to that is that although marijuana is not thought of it, researchers at Duke University also stated that one of the nation's leading medical institutions showed that people who started smoking marijuana heavily in their teens and had an ongoing marijuana use disorder lost an average of 8 IQ points. Yes, I said 8 IQ points. That is a lot. 8 IQ points? Really? Wow. Would you agree? If they legalize marijuana, they should also give some leniency to drug screens so people can get jobs and have gainful employment. Also, that leads us to our next argument, which is the social economic issues behind legalization of marijuana. So marijuana actually results in a loss of productivity, and the money lost in productivity, I think, outweighs the revenue gained from the tax revenue. Now, marijuana actually causes some people to be more productive because it relaxes them and causes them to be able to work more efficiently with focus. According to new clinics, cannabis has many benefits that can include, causing athletes to train harder, recover faster, as well as give them optimal performance in many different athletic feats. My refutation to that is that marijuana usage results in a loss of productivity. Really, relaxation is a cause or is a symptom of actually being lazy, and it's also a cause of not working and not being diligent, which is something that marijuana has a severe impact to the person's ability to do so. Now, American Addiction Centers say that marijuana has the ability to impact the still growing brain of adolescents, causing learning and memory problems that can decrease their school performance and affect their future goals, such as college or, God forbid, their future careers. Uh, Now, U.S. News stated workplace incidents involving employees actually increased by 14% in Colorado a year after they legalized marijuana. Lastly, um, researchers found that using marijuana even just once a week can impact parts of the brain that cause motivation, and it can be irreparable harm as well. Um, who agrees that the risks really truly outweigh the rewards? On one hand, you have I can get high, but on the other hand, you have psychiatric problems that can last you a lifetime. Now we can go ahead and get into our transition, into our conclusion. Um, we really looked at the social cultural impact of marijuana in our society. We also got to look at how its grip impacted our youth, and how then we delve deeper into the economic elements of marijuana. The picture becomes even clearer. And lastly, we explored how dope impacts our minds. So we looked at our topic in depth. Now let's go ahead and end our talk. Legalized marijuana is a negative for society as a whole. Don't be a dope. Think before you smoke. And since we see that marijuana can cause memory issues, cancer, respiratory problems, and even mental illnesses such as schizophrenia, we also see that the truth about cigarettes took decades to come out. So we never really knew the truth until the scientific evidence was there. What if this is the scenario that's happening with marijuana? God forbid that we would turn a blind eye to this. Uh, One of the most important assets that we're given as a gift is our health. So I hope to convince you to live healthy and stay clean. Don't fry your brain, don't fry your intelligence, and God forbid, don't fry your mind. Thank you very much. Stay sober. And also, my friends, thank you. Have a good day.